Colonel Wyatt hits the screen, got stories bold and keen. Old soldier, sharp and mean, tells truths they've never seen. Rugby lover with a roar, Africa flowing in his core. YouTube rants they can't ignore, his passion makes his heart soar. Colonel Wyatt, hear his call, shining light through it all. Trolls may rise, but he'll stand tall. Subscribe now, don't miss the brawl. Military mind, keen and wise, truths come out, no disguise. South African skies, in his eyes, hear his voice, no surprise. Retired soldier with the fight, in the dark he brings the light. Angry rants, truths ignite, join the cause, join the ride. Colonel Wyatt, hear his call, shining light through it all. Trolls may rise, but he'll stand tall. Subscribe now, don't miss the brawl. Enemies knocked on his door, trolls attack, but he's more with each click. Watch him soar on the truth waves, he explodes. Colonel Wyatt, hear his call, shining light through it all. Trolls may rise, but he'll stand tall. Subscribe now, don't miss the brawl. Right now, don't miss the brawl.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
Folks, can you hear me out there? I don't know if folks can actually hear me, the sound. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Papa? Let me see if I can hear myself on here when it comes up. This is just set up on the laptop. I haven't done it before. Folks can actually still hear me. Sounds pretty good, actually. Sounds pretty good. All right, cool. That's because I'm using the webcam. I don't usually use a webcam for my broadcast. I'm using my laptop. Good morning. Goedemorgen, Zuid-Afrika, Mzansi, Otsihilijan, Botswana, Servus, Österreich, Schweiz, und Deutschland. Yeah, and welcome, Americans, canines, fellow Neanderthals, and right-wing podcasters from around the world. It's Chris live in Hermanus. Hey, folks, this is a test. We're just popping on here very quickly to see how it works. Do a little breakfast chat with you guys this morning. I have got a lot on my plate. I need to shower yet this morning and then go get some breakfast, then be out of here before 9 o'clock, which is in 50 minutes. And then I've got to get up. I'm going to go zip line today. They kindly offer me free zip lining, so I'm going to make sure I get some good footage and promote their zip line adventure here. I've done zip line. I've done the canopy tours in Mahalisburg. I've done it in Ceres here in the Western Cape. This will be the third one. Apparently, this is one of the longest in the world. Pretty cool. So welcome back to the program, folks. I hope you saw my video produced earlier. Been busy working. Been up since 5 a.m., maybe a little bit before that. Once again, been working since that time. And I know that people are missing my live breakfast and my evening stream. So I'm trying to do my best to accommodate that and get you the streams as as often as possible, folks. But it's very busy, lots going on. Happy Easter to everyone. I hope you have a wonderful celebration of the resurrection of the Christ coming back from the dead. Can the ANC government come back from the dead? I don't know. South Africa needs that badly. So, yeah, the zip line looks pretty amazing. So I'm going to give it a shot and see how it goes. And so if you hear anything, you'll know what happened. He went on the zip line. Anyway, welcome. Let me say hello to everybody in the chat that I can find here very quickly and then talk about last night's meet and greet. So Primal Boar's here. Eddie Bodenhorst, Gadget 357, Karen, Richard Kuhn, Primal Boar, I think I said already, Henny Pretorius, Gary Green, Gordon von Rensburg, Monray Siebritz, Chris Murray, Jen Rudolph, who else you got there? Eddie Bodenhorst, Tertius Opelman, Eddie, oh, is that Ebby? Not Eddie, sorry, it says Ebby. Henny Pretorius has said, okay. Rui, okay, welcome to you. Chris Ferreira, CB's here. Yves Lombard, Barbara Harrison, Anita Grubler. Welcome to all you folks around the South Africa and around the world this morning. The sun is starting to catch me there. I see that now. Messing with just coming in the corner there on the opposite side right there. Yeah, so welcome back. It's been a very busy few days since I've been here, and as usual, Chris in action, Chris in Africa. I keep moving, place to place. So I want to talk about the meet and greets. It looks like we might have to get bigger venues. It's unbelievable the turnout. I'm gobsmacked. Yesterday we had about 25 people show up in Hermanus on short notice. That was unbelievable. Thanks to the folks who drove quite a ways to get here. I really do appreciate that, including my subscribers who were number 21 on the original channel. You know who you are. And still with us all along, stuck with us, and come to all my meet and greets down this way. So thank you so much for that. It was incredible to see folks who've been with me for a long time and those who've joined recently. So 2 meet and greets so far. We did the one in Strand, and last year I was just looking at a photograph. It's in that song, Colonel Wyatt's Anthem. In that song, you see a photograph of the Kapstadt Brauhaus from last year with Garrett and with Chris and others in there. And you'll see in that there's just 6 of us. That was our meet and greet in Strand last year, 6 people. And frankly, 5 of them were brought by Garrett. He made them come. Otherwise, it would have been just me and Garrett. So that was last year. This year, we had about 150 people. It was unbelievable. It was off the hook. The Kapstadt Brauhaus loves us now, loves me, because we brought them all kinds of money, all kinds of business. And thank you for those who spent money buying drinks and food there to help them business out. So that went well. Then in Hermanus, the last time I did one was in 2022 on that first tour back. We had 7 people here, and 3 of them from the same family. It was a torrential downpour that night. It was dark. It was dangerous. People came all that way to meet me. Truly humbling experience for me. But yesterday we had 25. Wow, on short notice. That's incredible. And this is in Hermanus. So the meet and greet is scheduled for PE at Tapas on the 1st of May. I think I said it for 5:30. I'm trying to remember. You have to check the dates. It's out there. It's available. It's being shared. It's posted on this, on the bulletin board on the website for the channel. You can find that. It should be up there. And then we also will be setting up the meet and greet in, you're back from Charles Van Onselen about Tiger's Milk at Suncoast in Durban. That'll be coming up. Beyond that, we'll have others coming up. I'm potentially looking at one at Vanderbilt Park at the Emerald Casino, possibly one in, we're going to have one in Pretoria, of course, where the venue's yet to be set. We'll do one in Northcliffe at Thundergun. So that's a couple more coming up. The closer to the nearer dates, looking at one, either Woodbridge Island or in Blauberg coming up on Sunday before I decide to go east or go north. I made my plans on that, folks, just busy trying to get you content. So what's your opinion on the case brought by from against EFF? What's the case, Anita? I'm not familiar with the case. I don't see it posted anywhere in the news. I've gone through the news this morning. I see no mention of that story yesterday or today. Annie, welcome to El Marie. Who else? Rex is here. Sonia. Johan Buitendag and Barb Harrison, Gordon von Rensburg. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the case. Where is that case at? I've not heard about it. Afriforum hasn't told me about it. I know that Ernst von Sale's been busy posting comments about my commentary, nice comments about how nobody eviscerates the ANC like Chris Wyatt does. That's not my intent. My intent is to get good governance for all people around the world. Monique Devereaux, good to see you again. I think it's been a while since we saw you there. G9, welcome to you. Anyway, so yeah. I did a video this morning on trade. You know, Trump has brought trade attention to the world, but trade has been an issue for a long time. But what I want to talk about this morning, I haven't had a chance to make a video on this yet, and I need to. In fact, if I made a video, I'd probably get 50, 100,000 views, but I've just been so busy. And that is, unfortunately, something that if I was arrogant, I suppose I could crow about, but I did warn folks early on, is that I'd seen a report in BizTech a few weeks back saying that the VAT increase is a done deal. It doesn't matter whether they pass the budget. It doesn't matter what they say. The mere fact that Enoch Gondwana went to Parliament and announced a VAT increase makes it law. Now, what kind of democracy is that? Who has any say in that? That's absolutely ridiculous. I didn't believe it at first. I'm like, this can't be right. So I researched, and in fact, the information I found, it says, in fact, is the case. So I made a video and told people about that. Not a lot of people watched my video and said, hey, it doesn't matter whether Action SA goes along with the ANC for the budget. It doesn't matter. There will be a VAT increase on May 1st. And sadly, it's a total cock-up. They don't know which food items are exempted, which are not exempted. And as a consequence, you're probably going to see merchants raise prices on everything just so they don't get in trouble. And people are going to blame merchants saying, oh, they're taking advantage of people. I don't know that's necessarily going to be the case. Merchants may just be trying to avoid, non-compliance because it's confusing. This is a money grab by the government of South Africa yet again. Enoch Gondwana says there's no option. We have to raise the VAT. No, you can cut the budget. You can quit wasting money. You can get rid of blue light escorts. You can cut the size of the deputy ministers in half. You don't need all those deputy ministers. You can cut the size of government demonstrably. You can quit stealing from people. Start using the money appropriately. That would all have an impact on this, and you would need this money. Yes. Yeah, that's the bottom line here. Okay. It's Tabocho back. Good to see you again. Okay. Elza de Olafier's Heidi Harker. Blessed weekend. Okay. It's because you supplied and represented hope. What's that, Henny? Thank you for that. Okay, and then what else we got here? Charles? I can't see that. Tatzel says, good morning. Northcliffe. Yeah, well, I'll see Northcliffe then. And watch NEDS TV channel last month and watch all your shows. Much more entertaining. Thank you for podcast and unbiased reports. Greatly appreciate. Well, Paul de Klerk, thank you for your subscription and for your viewership. And Gideon Ruiz is back from Japan with a 500 yen super chat. Why am I not seeing that on my screen? Hang on a second here. It's turned off. Where's my, come on, alert box. No, it's on. It's just not working. Okay. Oh, I know why. Because the camera is on top of it. My bad. Okay. I need to move the camera now. Sorry about that, folks. The camera is now on top of everything because I just installed it. So I'm using this laptop for the first time for live streaming, and it looks like it's going okay. Hey, you guys think it's going okay? Looks all right to me. Let me get this down here. Trying to move it down. This thing doesn't work as well as I'd like it to. Okay. I got to go way down, dragging this icon, because if I don't drag it properly, then it goes all the way back up to the top. Okay, webcam. I'm trying to get down with my other camera. Okay, I'm still working on this. Okay, now I'm below the alert box, so next time a super chat comes up, you should see it, but still not where I want it to be. Anyway, it's a work in progress. Setting this stuff up on a tiny laptop screen, it's not the easiest. So the music did work this morning, although I had to adjust it. It wasn't quite set right. There we go. Now I'm in the right spot. Actually, I'm going to put it above Zoom so that it's easier to stand out. Okay, cool. So we got the camera set up now. Sorry about that. Thank you. I finally made another stream. Did you hear about the Medal of Honor recipient re-enlisting? I did not. Gideon, that's not seen in U.S. News. When I'm here, I have to search for it to go to the websites that I pay for because they don't promote U.S. News at the top of the Google streams here. No, austerity is not in their mindset either. You're correct about that, Roy. It's unfortunately becoming selfish people. I saw the trade wars in the African continent. Yep. Cycling journeys. Good morning from East London. Well, hello to you. Lindy, hey, going to be a beautiful day. Yeah, it looks quite nice here in the Western Cape, down the south coast of South Africa. Absolutely gorgeous visibility. I can see about 30 kilometers out there easily. I don't need these to see 30 kilometers, just need these to see 2 feet away. Sound is good. Yeah, no, this is a good quality laptop. I bought this because unlike a lot of people, I was paying attention, and I knew that Trump was going to impose tariffs on imports as soon as he came in office, and he promised to do it. Promises made, promises kept. And he put tariffs on to try to get China to get rid of their artificial barriers. And so as soon as he was elected in November, I started shopping for a new laptop because my laptop was crap. Something wrong with it. It takes 45 minutes to an hour to load up. Seriously, it was terrible. So I got a slimmer one with more processing capability, better camera, better sound, and a newer one. So there you go. Found the news about the case on Truth Untold, perhaps fake. I don't know what Truth Untold is, Anita. I can contact AfriForum and ask them if they've got a lawsuit against. That's easy enough for me to do. I've just got a lot going on here right now, so I hadn't had a chance to do that. So, Tracy Lamerle, good morning. Oh, it's wet in Durban. Okay, well, I'll bring the sun back. Victor says, welcome back. Thanks for your efforts to get the truth out. Greetings from Holliesburg. One of my favorite places, the Holliesburg. Yep, the cradle of humankind. We need new broadcast times once all of us are in America. Well, a lot of you aren't going to America. A lot of my viewers are South Africans who aren't going anywhere, so we'll see what times we do with it. Louis LaRue, welcome to you. Belinda Duplessis, welcome to you. See, folks, I fear that that's what's going to happen to my broadcast. I fear that once people have gotten, those who've gotten the refugee status get it, and they abscond and leave from South Africa, that my channel will shrink back down to its original size, and we'll just have those who hung around. So I hope that's not the case. Hope that you are interested in South Africa and news around the world, and you appreciate my view and input. Anyway, but let me get through a couple headlines here very quickly, and then I'm going to have to break and get a quick shower and get some food. So Enoch Gondwana says the VAT increase is here. As I said, I warned you folks, unfortunately. I do need to make a video on that. Other people making lots of videos get a lot of views, but I warned you about this weeks ago. Yep, the decision has been widely communicated across country. Businesses have relied on it to plan for the year ahead. The VAT is therefore set to rise on May 1st, 15.5%. Now, his argument is the VAT's lower than most countries. Well, we don't have a VAT in America, so you're 15.5% uncompetitive with us already. Anyway, so the Democratic Alliance is taking the court, of course. Then they're anticipating judgment on that. They asked the court to review and set aside Parliament's Finance Committee's reports to adopt the framework to suspend the VAT increase and interdict SARS from implementing the increase. And then the second part of their case, they asked that the court declare VAT unconstitutional, VAT Act, and set aside the 5.5% increase. Well, frankly, if you declare the VAT Act unconstitutional, then there should be no VAT whatsoever, right? So just get rid of all the VAT. That ain't going to happen. Even if the courts are honest, that's not going to happen. That just isn't going to happen, folks. So that's the bottom line with this. Yeah. So meanwhile, the DA has been taken to court. Good luck with that. Now the DA says, oh, what's this? We got, there it is. Gideon Lewis, 500. There it is. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth administered an oath for a Marine veteran, 15 years, Afghan. Oh, Dakota Myers. Okay. I didn't hear that. Okay. Yeah. Dakota Myers. I know who that is. Yeah. Well, did he get, booted out because he didn't take the jab? Well, I mean, or is he just re-enlisted? He's an active duty guy, could just be really enlisted. Okay. So, I mean, I've got to be clear on that story. Johan Barkhuizen, excuse me. I can highly recommend anyone. Oh, there you go. So, Johan, thank you very much. In the interest of full disclosure, Johan, his wife, and I, Veronica, we had dinner together last night. And in the interest of full disclosure, by the end of dinner, nothing to do with the company, but I was a bit knackered, so a bit tired coming back. Yeah, they'll increase the levies on fuel. That wouldn't be a surprise at all. They do that frequently. America has a general sales tax. It also does not include until sales we paid. No, we have no sales tax. Who told you that? That's a question. We have no sales tax. I said we do not have a VAT. We do not have a sales tax. America does not have a sales tax. Anyone told you that, they're full of it. Some states have no sales tax, whatever. That's a sovereign issue left to the states, 50 states and 4 territories. So the states impose a sales tax or not. In Pennsylvania, there's no sales tax on clothing. So any clothing you buy in Pennsylvania is tax-free. Other states, most states, food essentials are not taxed. All states put sales tax on petrol. So yeah, no, there's no sales tax on many items around the country. Many states have a high sales tax. Washington State has, whose phone is ringing? Answer your damn phone. Yeah, so we do not have a general tax. The problem is people need to quit looking at America as if you're a South African, a German, a Frenchman, an Englishman. You guys have cock governments that do things all weird. Our country is a sovereign country with sovereign states that govern themselves under a framework of the Constitution. The problem is that since the imposition of the federal income tax, our government at the federal level has grown and grown and grown and grown. And now it's oppressive and buries us under its sheer weight. With the creation of departments, laws, regulations, things like the Environmental Protection Agency, the Department of Education, they're wholly unnecessary and impinge on our freedoms and take our liberties away. And some states do that as well. Some states are in clear violation of the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms. They violated states like Maryland, New Jersey. These are criminal states that must be sanctioned, but they'll never happen. So yeah, we do not have a national sales tax. My only experience was that when I was in Vegas, you don't pay the price that shows itself. Thank you, Gideon Rose, for another 200 yen super chat. He was retired. Retired for 15 years. Has it been that long? I don't know. How's he coming back in though? He's pretty old then. There's an age limit. There must be some special exception for, a press opportunity. I'll have to look into it. Thank you, Gideon. Yeah, so Retro Specca says, my own experience was in Vegas. You don't pay the price that shows on the shelf. True, because that's the price of the good the store gets. Vegas and Nevada has a sales tax. Okay, in Pennsylvania you pay a sales tax if you buy a television. There'll be a sales tax on 6%. Yep. And some localities can add a little sales tax on top of that, but that's unusual. So no, it's yeah, I get why people like the VAT because it's simple. That's the price you pay. But what you don't see is that you're giving 15 to 25% of your money to a government which steals it and misuses it for their own purposes. Yeah. So I like the fact that the sales tax is not included in the price. I can do the calculation in my head. $100 item, $106 is cost. So why are these people having a conversation here? So workers just started having a conversation around me. Anyway, so yeah, that's how sales tax works. People like VAT. I don't like VAT because the theory is VAT means that that increases the value of the item you're buying. So it's not a tax, they tell you. Value added tax is increasing the value. So this mouse, if it's $10 and there's a 20% VAT on it, they're saying it's worth $12. This mouse is not worth $12. I won't pay $12 for it. I know you're perhaps saying that's a philosophical argument, but it is beyond a philosophical argument because then when you're taxed on the value of the things that you have in your inventory, you're taxed on the VAT because it's worth $12, not $10 according to the government. You see? You see? Sneaky little bastards they are, governments. Anyway, thank you for the super chat. Okay. Yeah, 5% VAT on bacon and eggs. Okay. Petro Talliard, welcome to you. Vera says, thank you for all your content. Keeping updated. Wishing an amazing Blessed Friday. Thank you very much for that. Cyril Skuman, good morning from sunny Gordons Bay. Cyril, I just left Gordons Bay. Oh, now there's somebody behind me doing some work. It's cleaning up. There's a nice little garden here, but all the leaves fall off the trees at night. Yes, Dirk, the fact that he said there's no other option. Well, he said the option was to cut the budget, but he said that passing because he knows the ANC's not going to cut the budget. Yeah. Good morning, Online Optics. How you doing? All right, folks, 234 people caught this unscheduled live stream here on my laptop, so I'm grateful for that. Be sure to hit the like button. I know that by doing this live stream, I crush my momentum on the channel because, you know, you have to build a momentum. If you have a low turnout on a video, you get a low numbers of videos, then you lose your momentum, you don't gain new subscribers. But, you know, I do that because we try to bring you what I think is important. So I'll try to take pictures today, but I got to charge my phone. Infantryman in the reserve. Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Gideon. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, folks, I'm going to have to wrap it up here and go get something to eat so that I'm fresh and ready as a daisy. Well, that'll be the shower for the zip lining. So I have lunch later today with someone. There are a couple people, if you're in the chat, who asked to meet with me who are in Hermanus. What I will do is when I come back and finish my lunch this afternoon, I will be down along the shoreline of one of the main hotels down there, and people can meet me down there or then come by the Misty Waves and we can have a coffee or something like that. Okay. I have a bride at 4 o'clock though, so folks are going to come for that. Where in South Africa is your favorite place? You can only pick one. Pretoria. That is just a sneaky means of government generating instant income. Exactly, Mr. QB. It's just a lie. And people the world over fall for it. The Europeans started the bullshit, and you all fall for it. It's like driving the wrong side of the road. The Brits started driving the wrong side of the road because they were too busy coming out of the pub. You know, they pint couple of their piss water beer in the UK. They get behind the wheel. They drove on the wrong side of the road, the left-hand side of the road, and they confused the whole world. So the Anglophone world, you know, places like South Africa, Ireland, UK, Japan, that's not Anglophone. I don't know why they drive the wrong side of the road. Eswatini, Namibia, Botswana. People all drive the wrong side of the road because they drank their piss water, you know, and the Brits confused everybody. So now you drive on the wrong side of the road. And if you think that I'm incorrect, I can tell you emphatically that Americans and most of the world, 85% of the world, drives on the right side of the road. The right side of the road. The correct side. Guys. Okay, Bertie Engelbrecht, yeah. Yeah, so I might just do a short live, you know, on my phone, go do a short to tell people where I'm at later on, okay? We have the metric system too, so I'm not impressed. We also have the metric system. It just sucks, so we don't use it as much. Yeah, I know, Gideon. They only drive what's left of the road. All right, that's going to do it. Cheers off. Fishhook. Okay, enjoy the beach. Okay, guys, catch you later. Have a good day. Thanks for being here. And I hope that this came across. I'll check it out and see how it sounded on my own. So anyway, all right, that's going to do it. We're out of here. Cheers. See you later. Bye-bye. I can do this. I got to figure this out now. Oh, I know. I'll put something up on the screen so I know that it's ended. Okay, cheers, everybody. Put a Mariah out. How's that? Here's my bride picture.